Hey, Cougars, this is Tonya from Career Pathways and Advising, and I'm going to walk you through how to use student planning today, which basically includes how to pick out your classes, how to schedule your classes, and then how to request your advisor's approval of those classes. So the first thing you need to do, obviously, is log into your portal. Once in your portal, you'll come down here to the self-service menu and click on academic planning. Now, one thing I want to point out down here is the email my advisor feature, and that is for you to know who your faculty advisor is. So it gives that person's name and email address. Advising is required at WNCC, so you need to have a conversation with your advisor every semester before you can register for classes. So that's important to keep in mind. Once you know who your advisor is, you can schedule an appointment with that person up here on the green cloud. Just click on the cloud, find your advisor's name, and then find a day and time that work for you and get that scheduled. So then we go into student planning. And there are two options when you get in student planning to view your progress or plan degree and register for classes. So we're going to start with go to my progress. Now I'm logged in as Buddy Cougar, who's not a real student. He's a fake elementary education major, but just so you can see, it will display your degree program, your GPA, if you have one established, and your progress toward degree in this degree progress page. It also shows which classes, as you scroll down, you need to complete that degree program. So there may be some things in here that are a little bit confusing for you. So be sure you consult with your advisor if you do have questions about that. You can also look at the program requirements in the catalog, which is available on the WNCC website. So Buddy might be scrolling through here and he might see, oh yes, I need English Composition 1 for my degree. I'd like to go ahead and get that out of the way. All he has to do is click on that link and it takes him directly into the course description. So a couple things he needs to pay attention to in the course description are when the course is offered. To make sure it's being offered in the semester he needs it, and also the prerequisites for that course. So what he needs to have completed before he can take that course. If he knows that, he looks at those things and he knows that's the course he wants to take, that he meets the prerequisites for, then he can add that course to his plan. And there's a couple different ways to do that. So the first way I'm going to show you is he can click here on View Available Sections. And he's looking at taking courses in the spring of 2021. So he's not interested in fall courses. So over here under the filter results section, he can click on spring 2021 and it's only going to pull up the spring sections. He also knows he's going to be on the Scottsbluff campus, so he can filter by location as well. And then when he looks at his sections, it's only going to show Scottsbluff campus sections that are offered in the spring. So then as he's looking through, he may find a section that really looks like it's going to work for him. Here's one that meets Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 to 11:50 a.m. He wants to pay attention over here to the number of seats available. This particular section has 17 seats, but if you look up here, this section has 0 seats, meaning that it's full. So, and sometimes you'll see a wait list. And if there's a wait list, that means that you do not get added to the class when you register. You get added to a wait list, which there's no guarantee you'll get in the class when you're on a wait list. So it's kind of a gamble to do that. So I always encourage that you look for a section that does have seats available. So he likes this section, and all he has to do is click Add Section to Schedule, and then Add Section, and that's going to add that section to his plan. So one other way I want to show you how you can add courses to your plan, we're going to go back to my progress, and we are going to look down here toward the bottom of the page is an Achieving College Success class, which is definitely a class Buddy wants to get out of the way in his first year. So he's going to check that one out. And this time, instead of viewing available sections and going through that way, we're just going to go ahead and add this course to plan. Select a term. We want spring 2021 and add the course to the plan. So I'm going to show you what the difference is there. If you come up here to the top left-hand corner and click on academics and then student planning, we're back to this page. We're actually going to go to our plan and schedule this time, and it always defaults to the current semester. So we're going to advance over to the semester we're trying to register for. You can see Buddy already has a couple of classes planned. So he's got the English class that we just added, and then he's got an Intro to Education class that he knew he needed for his degree. But if we scroll down here on the left-hand side, we can see the Achieving College Success class that we just added. It's not showing up over here on the calendar because we haven't picked a section. So if we click over here, view other sections, it's actually going to pull the sections up over here on his calendar so he can see which sections conflict with classes he already has and which ones will work in his schedule. So that's the really nice thing, is once you have a couple classes planned, you can come in here and pick your sections this way, and it's a little easier because then you don't have to necessarily you know, worry about, oh, when did I schedule that class for? What time is it, etc. So he sees a section that's going to work. He just clicks on that section, clicks add section. All of the other sections disappear and it adds the one he wants on his schedule. So one other quick little tip is you can search for courses up here in the search box. So let's say Buddy wants to take a psychology course. All he has to do is type psychology in the search box and it pulls up all the psychology classes we offer at WNCC. And he knows he needs Intro to Psych for his degree program. So he's going to go ahead and add that course to his plan for spring of 2021. Now we can go back to plan and schedule, advance over to spring, scroll down to the bottom. Again, we get to view our section availability. And for this particular class, you can see it's filling up really quick because it is a popular class. So there are several sections that already have wait lists. So there is this online section, and you can see under location, and days and times, it just has online. And Buddy decides he wants to go ahead and take the online section. So he's going to click on that, add the section. And just so you guys are aware, if you add an online class, it is not going to show up here on your calendar. It's going to show up down here at the bottom under sections with no meeting time. So just because it is a flexible schedule, it shows up down there. So one thing to point out, the way you can tell that you're not registered for these classes yet is that they're all highlighted in this yellow color, yellowish tan color. And so as soon as you're registered for the classes, they show up in green, they turn green. So that's how you know that you're registered. So the next step after you get your classes planned is you need to request your advisor's approval. Now, Buddy has 12 credits planned. 12 credits is considered full-time. So he feels comfortable with that schedule. He has already met with his advisor to discuss some of this. So he's going to go up here to the advising tab, and he is going to request review. He can also send a note to his advisor if there's something that he would like to say, or a question he would like to ask. Or he can just click request review, and an email is sent to his advisor requesting review of his schedule. His advisor has to approve that schedule before Buddy can register. So that is student planning, and that is how to request review. I have another video out there on how to register if you want to check that out. Thanks, you guys. Let us know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.